Hello there, and welcome to the Fun Reading Corner. Today we'll be reading the story titled The Red Transistor Radio. It was written by Fatima, Aliku and illustrated by Mustapha, Bulama. Hi Mama, I'm home, Khalida shouted as she and her friend Halima bounded into the sitting room. Hush, Mama said, I'm listening to Mother's Hour. She moved the red transistor radio closer and turned up the volume. Mama, why are you always listening to that radio? Khalida asked. Come on, Halima, let's go outside. I hear that radio all day. The two friends started to play hopscotch. Soon Amina and Habiba joined in. They were all talking and laughing, and Mama came out to see what all the noise was about. So, this is what is preventing me from listening to Mother's Hour, she said, smiling. Oh, Mama, are you still listening to that radio? Khalida turned and missed her place, landing squarely on the line. Khalida, you're out! It's my turn, Habiba called. The next day, Khalida stayed at home because she was ill. By midday, the sun was very hot, and she tossed and turned on the sitting room sofa. Khalida missed her friends and was tired of listening to the sound of the radio. Mama came in, followed by Khalida's aunt Safina. Mama, Khalida burst out. Why do you listen to this radio all day? It is very annoying. Auntie Safina smiled. Hush now, that radio is special, she said. It has made many things happen, including you, Khalida. Come on, Auntie Safina. You know a radio cannot do that, she said, snuggling into her aunt's arm. Is that so? Aunt Safina asked. That shows just how much you know. The next day, Khalida was well enough to go back to school. The teacher asked the students to write a story. It had to be about something unusual that had happened to them, and it was due in the next week. Khalida couldn't think of anything, so she asked Halima and Habiba if they had any ideas. You could always write about that old radio and how it made you, teased Halima. That's certainly unusual, Habiba laughed. Later, after Khalida, Mama and Baba had finished dinner, they sat together in the sitting room. Khalida told them about the story she had to write for school. I think I'll write about the red transistor radio. Can you explain what Aunt Safina meant when she said it was special? Oh, that's radio, Baba said. I bought it for your mother the year before you were born. At first, it was just to keep her company, but later it became more important. How did it become important? Khalida asked, looking at her mother. Before I gave birth to you, two of my sisters and some of my friends died during childbirth, Khalida's mother said sadly. One day, the radio announcer said that they were going to have a new program for pregnant women and nursing mothers called Mother's Hour. I decided to listen to it, and that was when I heard a nurse talk about maternal mortality. What is maternal mortality? Khalida asked. Baba answered, maternal mortality is when a mother dies during childbirth. Mama added, the nurse on the radio said that a lot of pregnant women do not eat a balanced diet to keep them strong and healthy. She also said that many women give birth to their babies at home where no one can help them. Every day I listened to Mother's Hour and I realized that I needed to go to the hospital before you were born. There, the doctors would check to make sure that I was strong and healthy. They would also check on your growth and health. Baba offered some biscuits to Khalida and then he said, at that time, I always had my lunch at home. Mother's Hour is on at the same time, so I started listening to the program. One evening, during our monthly meeting at work, I told the men about what I heard on the radio. What happened next, Baba? Khalida asked. We formed a committee for people whose wives were pregnant, and each person contributed 200 naira a month. The women used the money to buy fruits and vegetables. This was very helpful for those who couldn't afford to buy healthy food. Then another wonderful thing happened, Baba said. The government gave a keke napep each to 3 people in this area to use as taxis. They were able to take pregnant women to the hospital in the big town during their monthly antenatal clinic. What is an antenatal clinic, Mama? Khalida asked. It is the place where pregnant women go at the hospital so that the doctors and nurses will make sure they are well. The women learn about what to eat and how to prepare for their new baby. So, you see, that radio helped make you and helped a lot of other people too, Baba said with a smile. I guess it is a special radio, Khalida said to her parents, putting her head on Mama's lap. During science class that week, the teacher asked students why it was important to eat a balanced diet. Khalida's hand shot up. I know how a special radio made a big difference in my life and the lives of a lot of other people too, she announced. But what does that have to do with a balanced diet? Habiba teased, and the rest of her classmates laughed. Tell them about your radio, Khalida, the teacher encouraged. Khalida got up from her chair and told the class about how her parents learned a lot of things by listening to Mother's Hour on the radio. She described how her mother had lost sisters and friends because they did not know about having babies at the hospital. She also told them how it was important for a woman to eat a balanced diet when she was pregnant. When Khalida finished, the teacher said, I am very impressed that you have learned so much from your parents. The whole class clapped for her and Khalida was very pleased. After school, everyone wanted to talk to Khalida to find out more. Halima joked, what do you think about that old radio now? From now on, I will listen to that red radio every day, like my mother does. I think there's a lot to learn, Khalida said. Khalida wrote her story and called it the Red Transistor Radio. Her teacher thought it was so good that he sent it to the local newspaper. They published it next to a picture of Khalida standing with her Baba and Mama. They were holding the Red Transistor Radio, of course. Okay, friends, that brings us to the end of the story today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell to get notified when more interesting stories are uploaded. Until next time, friends, bye-bye.